Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are doing well by the grace of Almighty Allah. This is our third phase of video representation of Class 10 subject English. Our today's topic is Dust of Snow. This is a beautiful poem by Robert Frost. Students, I have mentioned a famous quote by Robert Frost. Always, always a larger significance, a little thing touches a larger thing. I have mentioned this because it has a close connection with the entire poem. Students, I'll present a gist of the poem. The short poem by Robert Frost throws light upon the unimaginable healing power of nature and tiny things, the trivial things. From a bad mood to ill health, there's nothing that can't be cured by nature. The author was experiencing one such bad day, when a crow's movement near a hemlock tree dusted snow upon him. The snow instantly makes him happier. His day gets a lot better. Thus, the supremacy of nature as a whole made him realize how petty his problem was. The fact that hemlock tree is poisonous, combined with crow being the indicator of doom and fear, are used in the poem as the couriers of happiness in the life of narrator, is ironical. The poet, through these objects, has tried to highlight that sometimes creatures linked with negative aspects of life can be the bringer of change and happiness. Being outdoors in nature, with all its unpredictability, can benefit anyone, anywhere, at any time. Alright? So, dear students, I have mentioned the extract and the explanation of that very extract. Here we have a word that's shook. Shook is the past participle of shake. Hemlock is a poisonous tree with small white flowers. The poem is set in the scene where the poet is in a bad mood, and that is walking by a tree, a hemlock tree. As he passes by, a crow happens to throw some snow dust on him. Whether it falls on his head or shoulders is unknown, as there is no specific mention in the poem. Also, the readers are left in doubt about the bird's specific action. Whether the crow was landing, shivering with cold, or readjusting itself in the branch, or taking off, it happened to send some particles upon the author. Here the two agents of nature, the hemlock tree and the crow, are the signifiers of sadness and gloom, just like the poet's mood was in the opening scene. So in the opening scene, we see that poet was very gloomy. His mood was very gloomy, means sad. Extract 2. Read is held in a regret. For reason unknown, the author was having a terrible day. We don't know the reason why the author was sad. There is unknown reason. But the falling of the snow on his body lifted his mood instantly. He had already spent his day in a bad mood, but the rest of it was saved by the crow and the hemlock tree. Generally, hemlock tree and the crow are used for negative references, or we can say ill-omened. But the poet used them beautifully to portray that inauspicious things can bring joy and happiness too. One must not take things for granted and should be open and accept whichever way the nature chooses to bless us. So, dear students, there's a beautiful message for us as well. We should not be very superstitious about the things that crow is ill-omened or hemlock tree or anything else. So, we must put hope that whatever comes in our life is very beautiful. So, the literary devices used in the poem are: first, we will see the rhyme scheme, that is A, B, A, B, C, D. Example is crow, me, snow, tree. Crow, snow. Crow is rhyming with the snow. Me, tree. So, A, B, A, B. Now, alliteration. Students, alliteration is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of the adjacent or closely connected words. For example, has given my heart and saved some part. I have highlighted those like H, has, heart, has, heart. So sound is similar. Saved some. See the sound? That is alliteration. Inversion is when the structure of a sentence is changed by the poet to create rhyme. So we see this in stanza first. Assonance is the prominence of vowel sound throughout a line is called assonance. We saw that in stanza 1 as well, that is O. O sound is prominent, like the way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow. So we see the sound O, that's very prominent. Enjambment is when the same sentence continues to the next line without the use of any punctuation marks. We can see that our whole poem is without the punctuation marks. So that's called enjambment. Dear students, hope you enjoyed the poem. This is a beautiful poem. So stay happy, stay blessed. God bless you all.